Do you guys breed for proportions? Do you care the height of the dog? Do you care about the length of the dog? Do you care about the head size? Do you care about how wide the dog is versus how tall the dog is? Do you care about the head shape, or do you just care about the head size? That's what this video is going to be about today, guys. We're going to sit here and break down breeding proportions so you guys can breed to the next level. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Trent with Bully Barn. All right, so today, I told you guys on the last video what we're going to do. We're going to talk about proportion. What do you breed for? Okay, proportion-wise. And this is going to be a simple, straight to the point, and you guys can take this and it can go a little further in depth as far as head piece and other stuff goes. But we're going to look at a few simple things. I'm going to ask you guys a couple simple questions to start off with. If you had two dogs, one is 17 inches tall, one is 15 inches tall. Both have a 26-inch head, okay? Both are, you know, equally square, nice, equally length in the back, good structure. They're equal everywhere else. Which dog are you going to choose? Proportion-wise, which one are you going to put in this square? Which one are you going to choose? The 15-inch tall dog, because for his height, he has a bigger head. So we'll just put 15 inch right there. Now, you come down here. Okay, say both of these dogs, okay, they both have a 26-inch head. These are my drawings you can see here, okay? Both of them are 15 inches wide. All right, proportion-wise, which one are you going to choose if they're equal everywhere else? Piece of cake. You're going to choose this one because it's got a nice H frame. It's more square, just as wide as it is tall. This one is a little bit more narrow and taller. They weigh the same. Like I said, everything else is equal. They weigh the same, equal size heads, all that. All right, now come down here. Here's another one for you guys. Okay, you have an 80-pound dog that has, and this is going to represent the length of the back. And compared to that one, it's medium to short, right? So you have an 80-pound dog with a short back. You got an 80-pound dog with a long back. Which one are you going to choose? Pretty simple. If they're equal everywhere else, and that's what I'm saying. Obviously, not all dogs in comparison will be equal in every aspect. But this is just to make it simple for you guys to understand this. Okay, we're going down that right here. Okay, this dog, short back, 80 pounds. This dog is a long back with 80 pounds. Or 90 pounds. Which one are you going to choose? Simple. This one here, because it's got that short back. And that's one of the big things about the video is length, height, and weight are all equally important. But a lot of you guys, a lot of breeders breed for specific things like, you know, what's the head size? You know, what's the overall weight of the dog? You know, what's the height of the dog? I could care less about all those stats. I call them wow stats. Wow stats don't matter if the proportion doesn't benefit your goal. That's what the video is about, is breeding proportion, okay? Body proportion over overall weight. Because there's some dogs out there that are super long that might be the same height as another dog, and they're pretty equal in most aspects, but that dog outweighs the other dog you thought about using by 10 pounds because he has a much longer body. That's why you have to look at all angles of the dog, and you have to understand all of this when you're putting two dogs together and you're breeding dogs. Further on down the road, you're going to be doing a hell of a lot more work and a hell of a lot more homework later on if you don't start getting all this stuff in gear now. All right, head shape over head size, same thing. I would rather choose a dog that is 15 inches tall with a 25-inch head, you know, that's shaped beautiful, versus a dog that is 15 inches tall with a 27-inch head, but the head is just bonkers. It's all out of whack. You know, the eyes are super close together. It doesn't have a whole lot of cheek. It's real snippy, stuff like that. But the head's bigger. You know, you'll see a lot of people, they're going to breed the dog that's bigger for what? You know, it doesn't make any sense. I would rather have that beautiful headpiece that's still bully, that still fits the dog well, still really well proportioned. That's what I'm going to choose instead of bringing in, you know, shape and proportion that I don't really necessarily want to bring in. All right. Now we'll come right over here because I'm going to talk real quick and hopefully you guys enjoyed my artwork. All right. It took a little bit to do this. All right. And this is somewhat close, pretty close, but I'm going to talk about body versus height. That's another thing too. You know, and this is one reason why I think the XLs have a hard time expressing the kind of breed type that standards and pockets can. Because technically the dog is supposed to be like from the point of the elbow here to the withers, that distance is supposed to be equal from the point of the elbow to the ground. So basically the body is supposed to be just as girthy here, same measurement wise, as the point of the elbow to the ground, to the floor, right? Now here's another one for you guys. From the point of the shoulder, if you drew a line all the way back to the point of the butt, and then you drew a line from the withers all the way down to the ground, those two measurements are supposed to be equal as well. And what does that make the dog? It makes the dog from the point of the shoulder to the buttocks down to the ground over here. It makes it square. You know, so that's where proportions come into play, guys. I wanted to do this quick video for you guys. This is a lot of stuff that I feel like a lot of people do not pay attention to, and I really feel like the community needs something like this to go off of, because even though there is a written standard, and that's what this is all based off of, a lot of people don't read it. A lot of people don't look at it. A lot of people don't pay attention to those things. So that's what this video is all about, guys. I told you it was going to be short and sweet. Anyway, do not forget to follow us on Instagram at bully.barn. Follow us on Facebook at Bully Barn. Feel free to text or call me if you need to. My number is 405-568-6846. And as always, you guys have a good one.